everyone, welcome back. I'm James.
And I'm Olivia. Today, we talk about a very interesting country.
A very, very interesting country, Iran.
Yes. And before we start, James, I have a question for you. What do you know about Iran?
Okay. I know it is in the Middle East. I know it is big. And I know people talk about it on the news a lot.
That is true, but here is something most people do not know. 50 years ago, Iran was one of the most modern countries in that region. Women went to university, people wore Western clothes. The capital city, Tehran, was very modern and very open.
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. And then everything changed in just a few years. So today we ask, what happened? Who are the people of Iran? And why does this country matter so much to the world?
Big questions. I like it. But first, if you are new here, welcome.
This channel is called Real World, Real Stories, and it is special. We talk about real news, real countries, real events, but we do it in simple English.
So, if you are learning English, this is the right place for you. We speak slowly, we explain difficult words, and we make it interesting.
Okay, now let's go. Okay, first, where is Iran? Look at the map. Iran is in the Middle East, but it is also close to Central Asia.
It's big, right? Like, really big.
Yes, Iran is almost as big as Western Europe, almost 1.7 million square kilometers.
Wow, I did not know that.
And the population is about 88 million people. That is a lot of people.
Who are these people? Are they all the same?
No, Iran has many different groups. Most people are Persian, but there are also Azerbaijanis, Kurds, Arabs, and others.
So it's like a mix.
Yes, exactly. A mix of cultures and languages, but the official language is Persian. We also call it Farsi.
Farsi. Okay. And what about the land? Is it all desert?
No, that is a common mistake. Iran has mountains, forests, beaches, and yes, deserts too. It is very different from north to south.
Sounds beautiful, actually.
It really is. Okay, now let's go back in time, a long way back.
How far back are we going?
About 3,000 years.
3,000? Okay, I'll sit down for this one.
Good idea. So, Iran is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. Back then, it was not called Iran. It was called Persia.
Oh, like the Persian Empire? I heard of that.
Yes, the Persian Empire was huge. It was one of the biggest empires in history. It went from Egypt to India.
That is massive.
And the Persian king Cyrus the Great, he was very important. He was the first king to write that all people have basic rights. This was 2,500 years ago.
So he was like the first human rights person?
You can say that, yes. Long before Europe, long before America. Then, in the 7th century, that is about 1,400 years ago, Arab armies came to Persia. They brought a new religion. Islam.
So Iran became Muslim?
Yes, but here is the interesting part. Iran kept its own language, Persian. Most other countries that Arabs took, they started to speak Arabic, but not Iran.
Why?
Because Persian culture was very strong. Persia had thousands of years of history. They kept their language, their poetry, their art. They just added Islam.
That is actually cool. Like they said, okay, we take your religion, but we keep our identity.
Exactly. And Iran also became a different type of Muslim, Shia Muslim. We will talk about this more later.
Okay, what happened next? Because we are only at year 700?
Right. Let's jump to the 1900s. This is where things get very interesting and very complicated. In the early 1900s, people found something in Iran, something very, very valuable.
Gold?
Oil.
Oh, that's even better than gold.
For a while, yes, but here's the problem. British companies came to Iran, they took the oil, they paid Iran very little money.
That doesn't seem fair.
No, it was not fair. And in 1951, an Iranian leader named Mohammad Mossadegh said, "Enough. This oil belongs to Iran." He took control of the oil back from the British.
Good for him.
Well, 2 years later, in 1953, the CIA, that is, the American spy organization, and British intelligence worked together. They organized a coup.
A coup? What is a coup?
A coup is when a group of people, in the early 1900s, people found something in Iran, something very, very valuable.
Gold?
Oil.
Oh, that's even better than gold.
For a while, yes, but here's the problem. British companies came to Iran, they took the oil, they paid Iran very little money.
That doesn't seem fair.
No, it was not fair. And in 1951, an Iranian leader named Mohammad Mossadegh said, "Enough. This oil belongs to Iran." He took control of the oil back from the British.
Good for him.
Well, 2 years later, in 1953, the CIA, that is, the American spy organization, and British intelligence worked together. They organized a coup.
A coup? What is a coup?
A coup is when a group of people take power by force. They remove the government, sometimes with the army.
So the Americans and British removed the guy who wanted the oil back.
Yes, they put the Shah back in power. The Shah was the king of Iran.
And Iran just accepted that?
No, people were very angry, and they didn't forget. This is very important for understanding Iran today. That 1953 coup, Iranians still talk about it.
Okay, so the Shah's in power. Is he a good king?
He had two faces. On one side, he modernized the country. He built roads, schools, universities. He gave women the right to vote.
That sounds good.
But on the other side, he used a secret police called Savak. They arrested people who criticized him. They hurt people. Many Iranians were afraid.
Ah, so not so good.
And many religious Iranians were angry too. They felt the Shah was changing Iran too fast, making it too Western. They wanted to keep Islamic values.
So people were angry for different reasons.
Exactly. Some people wanted more freedom, others wanted more religion, but they all wanted the Shah gone.
And then?
In 1979, the revolution happened. Millions of people went to the streets. The Shah left the country. A religious leader named Ayatollah Khomeini came back from exile in France. He took control.
So the priest became the boss.
In a way, yes. Khomeini created a new system. The country became an Islamic republic. Religion and government became one thing.
And just 1 year later, in 1980, Iraq attacked Iran. This started a terrible war.
Why did Iraq attack?
Iraq's leader, Saddam Hussein, thought Iran was weak after the revolution. He wanted Iran's oil regions, and some Western countries helped him.
Let me guess. America?
Among others, yes. The war lasted 8 years. About 1 million people died.
1 million. That's horrible.
It was, and it made Iranians feel very alone, like the world was against them.
I can understand that feeling.
Okay, so now we know the history. What is life like in Iran today for normal people?
Great question, and the answer is complicated. Iran is a country with 2 lives.
2 lives.
Yes, there's the public life, what you show on the street, and the private life, what you do at home. They can be very different.
Can you give an example?
Sure, in public, women must wear a hijab. That means they cover their hair. There are rules about music, about dancing. Men and women cannot be together in public if they are not family.
Okay, that sounds very strict.
It is, but at home, people have parties. They listen to Western music, they watch movies from America and Europe. Many young people use VPN to get around internet blocks.
What is a VPN?
It is a technology that lets you use the internet without restrictions, like a secret door. Millions of Iranians use it every day.
What about young people?
Iran has a lot of young people, right?
Yes, about 60% of Iranians are under 35 years old, and many of them went to university. Iran actually has one of the highest university education rates in the region.
So they are educated, but they have restrictions.
Yes, and many young Iranians are frustrated. They see the world on the internet. They want more freedom, more jobs, more opportunities.
Have people protested?
Yes, big protests happened in 2009, in 2019, and then in 2022. The 2022 protests were very large. They started because a young woman named Mahsa Amini died in police custody. She was arrested because of her hijab.
That's really sad.
Yes, after her death, millions of people went to the streets. The slogan was Woman, Life, Freedom.
Did anything change?
The government stopped the protests by force, but the anger did not go away. Iran is changing, slowly, from inside.
Okay, big topic now. Why does the whole world watch Iran so closely?
Two big reasons. First, where Iran is in the world, and second, the nuclear program.
Let's do geography first.
Iran is right next to Iraq, near Saudi Arabia, near Israel. It controls the Strait of Hormuz. This is a very narrow sea passage. About 20% of the world's oil goes through it.
So if Iran closes that, the world has an oil problem.
Exactly. Iran has a lot of power in that region, and Iran uses this power. It supports armed groups in other countries.
Like who?
Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas in Gaza, Houthi fighters in Yemen. Iran sends them money, weapons, and training.
Why?
Iran says it is protecting Muslim people and fighting against America and Israel. Critics say Iran is creating instability to make itself stronger.
Okay, now the nuclear program. This sounds scary. What is it?
So, a nuclear program means a country is working with nuclear technology. This can make electricity, peaceful use, or it can make a nuclear bomb, very dangerous use.
And which one is Iran doing?
That is the question the whole world asks. Iran says, we only want electricity. The US, Israel, and Europe say, we don't trust you. You are close to making a bomb.
Who started this program?
This is interesting. It started in the 1950s with help from America. The US gave Iran nuclear technology when the Shah was in power.
Wait, America helped Iran get nuclear technology, and now America's worried about it?
Yes, history is complicated.
It really is.
In 2015, Iran and world powers, the US, Europe, Russia, China, made a big deal. It was called the JCPOA. Iran agreed to limit its nuclear program. In return, sanctions would be reduced.
So the deal was Iran stops the nuclear stuff and gets its money back?
Basically, yes. But in 2018, US President Trump left the deal. He said it was not strong enough. Iran then started its nuclear program again, and today Iran has much more nuclear material than before.
So the deal is dead?
It is in very bad shape, and this makes the whole region more dangerous.
What about Israel? They seem very worried about Iran.
Yes, Israel and Iran are strong enemies. In 2024, they even attacked each other directly, drones and missiles. This was something new, something very serious.
This feels like it could become a very big problem.
Yes, that is why the world watches Iran very closely.
Okay, the sanctions. I hear this word a lot. What does it actually do to normal people in Iran?
A lot. Iran has a lot of oil. It is in the top 10 in the world. But because of sanctions, Iran cannot sell most of this oil freely, so the country has less money.
And then what happens?
Prices go up, very fast. The Iranian currency, it is called the rial, lost most of its value. In 2012, $1 was about 12,000 rials. Today, it is almost 500,000 rials.
Wait, that means the money became almost worthless?
For many things, yes. And this hurts regular families most. Medicine became more expensive. Food became more expensive.
And the rich people? The government?
The government finds ways around the sanctions. They sell oil to China quietly. They have connections. It is the ordinary people who suffer most.
That doesn't seem right.
Many Iranians agree, but also many Iranians are resilient. Iran has other products: pistachios, saffron, carpets, software. Young people create startups. Life goes on.
Iranians are survivors.
They really are. 3,000 years of history teaches you to survive.
Okay, so what happens next? What does the future look like for Iran?
No one knows for sure, but we can look at 3 possible scenarios, 3 possible futures.
Okay, I'm ready. Scenario 1.
Scenario 1, nothing changes. The government stays the same. Sanctions continue. The economy is bad. Young people leave the country. We call this brain drain. Iran stays isolated.
Not great. Scenario 2.
Scenario 2, reform from inside. A new generation of leaders comes. Maybe more moderate. Maybe they make a new nuclear deal. The economy opens up. More freedoms for people.
I like that one. Scenario 3.
Scenario 3, escalation. The nuclear crisis grows. There is a military attack, maybe from Israel, maybe others. The region becomes very unstable. This is the most dangerous scenario.
And which one do experts think is most likely?
Honestly, most say scenario 1 for now. The status quo. Nothing changes fast. But Iran is not a frozen country. It is moving, slowly.
The young people will change things, I think.
I think so too. 60% under 35. They are educated, they are connected, they are tired. That is a powerful combination.
Okay, so Iran. What do I take from today?
What do you take?
I think it is not a simple country. The news always makes it sound like one thing, but it is much more. History, culture, amazing people, complicated politics.
That is a great summary, James. Iran is 3,000 years old. It is not just today's headlines. It is one of the great civilizations of the world.
And we need to understand it, not be afraid of it.
Exactly. Understanding does not mean agreeing with everything. It just means you know more, and knowing more is always good.
Okay, before we go, one question for you. What surprised you most today about Iran? Write it in the comments below. We read every single one.
And if you learned something new today, please like this video. It helps other English learners find us. It really makes a difference.
And if you want more stories like this, real stories in simple English, subscribe to Real World, Real Stories. New episodes every week.
Learning English does not have to be boring. The world is full of amazing stories. We bring them to you. In English you can understand.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.